Hi everyone, my name is Logan aka SP Plays, and today I'm going to be recording my very first video in a while. It has been a very long time. I am quite tired at the moment, but I'm drinking my last little bit of coffee. Because apparently the internet is angry, and that gives me life. Because like today, what I want to do is I want to find out why the internet is angry about Pokemon. I want to find out what has made the internet so angry today about Pokemon, because apparently Pokemon has gotten pretty destroyed from what I can tell. It's pretty vicious. Let's have a look at this video.
Hello, I'm Tsunekazu Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Pokemon Cafe Mix was just released today.
Before we go any further, I'm going to probably skip through this video bit by bit because I just want to see the main games. I know that this is like a game where you match tiles and there's a Pokemon in a cafe and stuff like that. Alright, what's this? This is looking nostalgic. Don't know if we can call Alola Pokemon Sun and Moon a classic. They're bringing along a whole bunch of different consoles. Yep, that was a whole lot of the Sword and Shield stuff I didn't do. Oh, okay. So this is like League of Legends but with Pokemon. Okay, so like what's the problem with this? Why was the internet so... Tintin. People are unhappy with Tintin. So just take a moment. Tintin. Controversy. Tintin Holdings is a massive company that mainly works in the background outside of China, but is very much in everyone's face in China. They're basically all ISPs, all video game producers, and all social media providers wrapped up into one entity. They have stakes in almost all Western publishers, and as a result seem to have the final say on what makes it to the Chinese market. They region lock their games, PUBG and LoL, for Chinese players, so they have to play the games through their own DRM platform, QQ, which is like Facebook. They bought a majority stake in Grinding Gear Games this year, and we're releasing lots of parts into Path of Exile. Tencent is very well known for its tendency to rip off other popular games and is still somehow maintains an extremely large player base and is now one of the biggest companies in China. Their games also tend to have an enormous price increase compared to the original. I mean, that's not good. It's not good that there's a massive price increase. And blatantly, you're going to say hello to everyone. This is Rager, and he is my kitten, and he's huge. Hey, you chill. If you're gonna climb on my stuff, you're gonna deal with the consequences of climbing on my stuff. Apart from the pay to win model, I mean, that's been in gaming for ages. That's been in online gaming for ages. I remember I kept playing a game named Gunbound, which is a Korean title. I don't really mind if they sell stuff and you have to pay more to be better. If it's like a free to play game. If it's like a pay game and you've already paid $60 and you're paying on top, that's kind of shit. But, you know, if it's like... He's a very grumpy cat. If it's like, you know... Yeah, I know you're very grumpy. It's because you tried to jump on there. I don't know why you tried to jump on there. That was really silly. He tried to jump on my laptop, which is on the table. They basically put the pay-to-win model of a mobile game, except they're doing it to like PC games and stuff. I think that's the main issue, is that they're trying to bring that over to console and PC gaming as opposed to simply just mobile gaming. So I can understand why people are upset about that, because Pokemon is one of the most profitable, if not the most profitable franchise of its kind in the world. Pokemon's huge, right? Why does it need more money? How much more money does it need? In that sort of way, you know, like how much does it need to try and take from its customers? Is it just all about money to Pokemon now?
I'm happy to announce the first strategic team-based Pokemon battle game, Pokemon Unite. We have partnered with Tencent to develop this game, and I would like to invite Stephen Ma from Tencent to tell you more. Stephen?
Oh crap, the big boy came along.
Mr. Ishihara, thank you for the kind introduction. Hello everyone, I'm Stephen Ma from Tencent. As a Pokemon fan myself, I'm really happy to be able to announce this project.
No, I see.
The Unite in Pokemon Unite represents the gameplay concept of players coming together with a shared goal. Through our shared pursuit of innovative gameplay and quality, Tencent...
Let's just fucking take a step back here. That's not innovative. Doing League of Legends with Pokemon isn't innovating. In the same way that doing a tile game with Pokemon isn't innovating. You're just taking an idea and putting Pokemon on it. This is stupid. I think this is part of why this video got disliked.
And the Pokemon Company have united with the goal of creating a new game that could be
This is
enjoyed by
stupid, man.
At Tencent Games, we are committed to our search for undiscovered potential in game development. And this also holds true in our partnership with the Pokemon Company.
You see, like, basically what I take away from that is they're committed to making more money from games like this and trying to find ways to get more money out of people. Tencent wouldn't have gotten involved unless there were microtransactions.
This is why we have assigned Timmy Studios, a team with 11 years of game development experience that has worked on many hit titles, to this project. I am confident that this collaboration between Timmy Studios and the Pokemon Company is sure to spark new creativity and bring about all new gameplay experiences that will surprise...
Why couldn't Pokemon use their own studio? Why couldn't they use their own in-house studio to do this? How is Pokemon one of the most profitable franchises in the world, yet they don't have their own in-house studio and they have to rely on a Chinese studio to make a game? Wouldn't Pokemon want to have more control over its own brand? Or was it that desperate for Tencent to come in and give them more money because they realized how well Pokemon Go sold with all of its microtransactions? Because I want to talk about Pokemon Sword and Shield as well at some point. Because man, that DLC is terrible. The Isle of Armor is awful. I paid $50 New Zealand for that. It's one of the most boring things I've ever done in my life. It feels like a Unity game. It feels like a Unity game, but I've paid $150 for it. You know, like, to the original, the base title was pretty good, but this expansion is just garbage, man.
And delight all players. Thank you.
Like, no, I'm not even done, because basically with the Isle of Armor, it was literally just them saying, yeah, we know we took your fucking Pokemon. We know that, you know, we know that you would have wanted to have access to all of them like we've set a precedent for the last 20 or so years, but no, fuck you. We don't want to have that. We want you to pay for that now. We want you not only to pay for the DLC, but we want you to pay for Pokemon Home. I think that's a paid service. So, like, you know, you pay the Nintendo Online fee, which is pretty cheap for what it is, you know, despite the fact that there are limitations with Nintendo Online. Then you pay AAA prices for a game that is supposedly complete. But then you can catch the rest of the Pokemon in the expansion, which means that it isn't complete. So you've paid $150 to complete the game, and the game isn't complete until a year after its release. And now what's happened is that Tencent has come along, and I think a lot of people are concerned that Pokemon is just more about the money than about the craft now. And I get that. No, I'm not going to kneecap myself again. It just seems like they don't care.
Stephen, thank you very much. The development concept behind Pokemon Unite was to create a cooperative Pokemon game that anyone could pick up and enjoy immediately.
Yeah, because that's the point of a fucking MOBA. It's the point of a free-to-play game. You've already got so many Pokemon games that you can do that with. You literally just want Pokemon to be as accessible as possible so that you can make as much money as possible. There's nothing innovative about that. It's completely transparent. And look, they've got the Gen 1 Pokemon there because they know people like Gen 1 Pokemon. Come on, dude. Come on.
It also has
Deep gameplay. What?
a lot of depth to be played over and over again.
Of any Overwatch can be played over and over again.
Tencent Games Timmy Studios specializes in team-based battle games.
Exactly. And because Tencent chose them because they know exactly what they're trying to do with this. They're going to try and monetize this new thing. They're going to try and make the League of Legends for Pokemon. That's not innovative at all. You're just taking something that's already been done and slapping a new brand on it. That's not innovative. Innovative as if, like, you had, like, I don't know, like a VR game where, like, you could go and catch all the Pokemon and you could walk into the gyms and do that kind of stuff. That's innovative because nobody would have made a monster catching game that was done like that in VR. You have so much fucking money. Why can't you do something like that? Why can't you do something truly different? Why do you need to make that much? Why do you need to do this? This is so frustrating.
We have used that with Pokemon to create an all-new experience in Pokemon Unite.
It's not all new. It's not all new because it's already been done.
Next, I would like to have the producer of Pokemon Unite, Mr. Hoshino, show more of the game to you all.
I'm Masaaki Hoshino from the Pokemon Company.
Just before we continue, I'm sure that each and every one of the people involved didn't do this to be malicious. I'm sure that the people making this game, especially the devs, you know, the people who actually put the physical work into the game, who did the long hours, I hope there wasn't crunch involved. I'm sure that they really enjoyed, they probably enjoyed the experience and they really wanted it to succeed. I think that if Tencent wasn't involved and if you could just I get that. Look, you if you want a whole new experience, you have to make people pay for something like this without the microtransactions. It has to be something like Overwatch, where you pay up front. Because otherwise, especially when Tencent's involved, people are just going to assume it's just like League of Legends. Is this what you're trying to do with this? Compete with League of Legends? Because I've already done it.
Producer of Pokemon Unite. Allow me to go over some of the basics. The biggest defining trait of the game is its real-time team battles, featuring the most Pokemon seen in a single battle yet.
Okay, so there are some different Pokemon from different
teams of
generations.
5 Pokemon each. Players team up and cooperate together to defeat the opposing team.
I'm not seeing a whole bunch of different options for this.
This is the layout of the battle arena.
So there's just one. It looks very fucking similar to League of Legends.
Your team's side is on the
Oh, the blue and the red side.
left, while your opponent's side is on the right. On each team's side, there are a total of 5 goals,
Or towers.
scoring areas. Catch wild Pokemon that inhabit the field to score points.
That's different. That's different. I cannot fault their ability to get my interest in terms of the gameplay itself. I'm sure the gameplay will be fun.
The goal of the game is to score more points than your opponents within the time limit.
So it sounds like it's more of a board game than League of Legends.
The Pokemon you control begins each battle at level 1. By defeating wild Pokemon in the field, your Pokemon will increase in level and even evolve.
I mean, that's not particularly innovative. You level up by
As well
killing
as learn
things.
new moves.
League of Legends. Oh, that's basically League of
You
Legends.
get to choose which moves your Pokemon learns as it
I guess that's
Levels up.
not League of Legends, but that's like
focus
an
on
item
close
thing.
range attacks or choose to optimize for long-range capabilities.
Okay, that's fine. I
Even
mean,
with the
that's
same
interesting.
Pokemon, you can choose how you want to battle. Once you reach a high enough level, you can unlock moves unique to this game called Unite moves. Some can deal a lot of damage to multiple opponents at once. Each Pokemon has a different Unite move with powerful effects. Choosing when to use your Unite move and attempting to read when the opponent will use theirs is part of the excitement of the match. Use tactics like surrounding opponents that approach your base.
This looks fun. This is why I wanted to watch it. To form an opinion without just going, oh, it sucks, without, you know, like, I feel like that's just no better than thinking that it's going to be perfect with no flaws.
Or sneaking around back to the opponent's side's goal to score while a
That is not new.
teammate has the opponent's attention. Teamwork is very important in order to defeat your opponents. To make it easier for players to enjoy battling with others in Pokemon Unite, we will be releasing it as a free-to-start game for Nintendo Switch and mobile devices.
Free to start. That's it. It's free to start. It's free to start. And then as you get into it, they're going to want more money.
The game will also support cross-platform play. I hope you will look forward to the release of Pokemon Unite.
I mean, I'm kind of
Since this
50-50.
is the first strategic team-based Pokemon battle game, I imagine some of you may be wondering how the game will actually play. Well, I'd like to show you some gameplay with 10 players.
Alright, let's watch this. This will be
Here is the group
important.
who will be joining my team.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Yep, great. Okay, we got some people who are gonna play it. Oh, cool.
And here are our
They're
opponents.
all so polite.
大家晚上好，我是双语声优刘经络 KK。今天和我一起组队的是宝可梦公司的各位朋友。
I'm going to focus on playing, so I'll turn it over to our two commentators.
Oh, okay, this is kind of
I'm
cool.
Corey, and I'll be your commentator for
Alright.
today's match.
Uh,
And I have the producer.
no, I get it. I get what they're doing. They're trying to be like, oh, look how cool this is. Let's just skip ahead.
The battle begins as all of the Pokemon rush out from the starting area.
Okay, so
Mr.
It's-
Ishihara's Squirtle has evolved into a Wartortle.
not liking the fact that there are frame skips. I'm assuming that's mobile. I'm hoping that's mobile. Please, for the love of all things holy, do not let this thing run like this on the Switch.
His
That is-
HP
that is a
running
phone.
very low.
If you retreat to
Wartortle.
knocked out, it will recover after a brief amount of time.
Snorlax is trying to score a goal, but the opposing team's Clefable and Talonflame are trying to put a stop to it.
If you get attacked while trying to score, you will be interrupted.
Charmeleon is in trouble being chased down by 3 opponents. And here comes Mr. Ishihara's Wartortle with a Skull Bash and Hydro Pump combo.
He's playing a Switch. This runs very poorly on the Switch. Runs very poorly on the Switch. Sorry, I can just hear the... I can just hear the neighbors with their music. We're moving in a few weeks.
What an amazing play. They expertly surrounded their opponents.
This frustrates me because if it runs this badly on the Nintendo Switch, it runs better on the phone. It means Tintin has optimized the mobile performance because that's who they're aimed at.
With the goal destroyed, the opponents have fewer healing spots.
And here comes a Unite move. Talonflame is knocked out, and Charizard unleashes a Fire Blast.
うわ今バイアローが一人で70ポイントゲットしてた
70ポイントあでも一定差だ
いつの間に
I don't care. I don't care about this.
Matsumaru has a lot of points saved up, and he's sending his Charizard in for a goal. And he scores a massive score for the team. This might decide the match. As we near the end of the match, we see Mr. Ishihara's team approaching the goal on the opponent's side. And here is Snorlax with a Unite move, and Blastoise unleashing a Unite move of its own. They are overwhelming that Venusaur. Only 10 seconds left on the clock now. Can Team Ishihara do it? And that's the game!
You could be fucking sure, right, that these people are not going to be this happy after the 5th game. It's going to be like, why didn't that, like, Snorlax block more of the other Pokemon? Why didn't the Charizard kill those other 2 Pokemon when it had a chance and they were low level? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all cute now, but when it gets competitive, it will be no different than, like...
I didn't know who was going to win right up until the very end.
You didn't? You didn't know? Well, that's because it's a game.
As you could see, it took a lot of teamwork to emerge victorious.
Did it?
Thanks to all of our players and commentators today. We are hard at work on Pokemon Unite to make it a game that we hope all of you will love.
No, you're not. Tencent's hard at work. Because Tencent are the one who chose the studio.
We look forward to sharing more details in the
Because you guys can't be fucking bothered to have your own studio working on a game like this. Instead, what you do is fucking release Isle of Armor and pretend that that is a satisfactory reason to stifle the ability for people to have access to like a few hundred Pokemon that have been in your game for like the last 20 years. Like, fuck, man.
Plan to launch the game. Thank you again for tuning in today.
So, wait, did they not even say when they were going to launch the game?
Look forward to sharing more details in the future about when we plan to launch the game.
So what was this even? What the fuck was this video about? What was the point of it? Why did you say this stuff? Okay, what else is there? Mix that with Pokemon Cafe. We're gonna watch this too, right? Oh, wow, that's loud.
Pokemon puzzle game.
Oh, that's loud.
Pokemon Cafe Mix.
Oh, great. A fucking cafe game.
You're the owner of a cafe that Pokemon visit. Fulfill their orders by
beautiful.
Fun
Oh,
puzzles.
I'm so excited. Wow.
Link Pokemon icons by swirling them around in this unique puzzle game. The puzzles keep on changing, so enjoy preparing cute and yummy drinks and dishes.
Wow. This is no. This is more innovative than that Pokemon Unite game, because I have not seen a game that centers around being a cafe and putting symbols together to make a frappe. You know, like, this is more innovative than that.
Cafe.
Wow, see, that's a happy Minccino.
At the cafe.
Fucking ridiculous, dude. They're cute. The art style is nice. I like the art. I like the art style. I like this game more than the other one.
Cafe skills to help you complete puzzles.
Because it's a bit different. I understand the concept of a tile game is not that much different, but just they've tried to
Pokemon to complete puzzles.
It looks like there's a lot more to it, you know?
As you progress in the game, you can expand your cafe space.
Cool.
Get
That's
new tools
awesome.
And expand your menu, and
That's
your
great.
cafe will be a hit.
That's cool, man.
New Pokemon that hear about your cafe might stop by.
I'm so
Whether you're on
agitated.
Nintendo Switch or a smart device, enjoy this fun, new puzzling experience.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be beautiful,
Open
dude.
a stylish cafe with Pokemon. Pokemon Cafe Mix.
I'm so angry. I'm so angry because it's just such stupidity, dude. Do you know what? In the original Gold, let's just have a look at Pokemon Gold and Silver. Pokemon Gold and Silver. Do you know that Pokemon Gold and Silver had not one, but 2 complete worlds? It had Johto, which was the new one that people are like, oh my goodness, holy crap, this is incredible. And then what they did was those mad bastards went and put Pokemon Kanto, the Kanto region, as like a final game thing. This is why people are so salty about Pokemon and where it is at the moment. You know, like, where is it? Pokemon Gold and Silver. It's just so salty. They were so salty because there was just so much, I'd say easily 80 hours of gameplay. And they managed to put those two worlds in a tiny little Game Boy Color cartridge. I'll show you. Look at that. They used to be this thing where you plug it into the back of a Game Boy Color. And we have the excuse now where Nintendo can't even be bothered to finish a world. They'll just do it in the DLC. And you got 80 hours of gameplay for 80 bucks New Zealand. And I maybe got 30 or 40 hours of gameplay for $150 because the first story was not difficult. You become overleveled very quickly. It's very easy, very simple. And then the DLC Isle of Armor is just nothing really. The only reason that the Isle of Armor has any playing value is because of the fact that you've got to train that little shit of a bear up to level 70, which I have not gotten around to. Spoilers. You've got to train a Pokemon up to level 70 so that you can battle in a tower. That's the DLC. The DLC is trying to make you feel something for this little bear, but there's just nothing. There's nothing there that makes you want to actually give a crap about it. It is the Pokemon Sword and Shield is one of the most soulless experiences I've ever had in a video game. Is because when I look at what Pokemon has been doing with Pokemon Unite and with Pokemon Mix or Pokemon Cafe, whatever the heck it was, Cafe Mix. Cafe Mix is the most innovative game I've seen from Pokemon in the last few years. They're redoing Pokemon Snap, like what? YouTube? Pokemon Snap. There's new Pokemon Snap. What's this one? This is a Nintendo Switch game. But it's not even new. Pokemon, I mean it's new, but it's not, it's got like new Pokemon. But Nintendo never used to release anything until it was done. This is not final game details. This is just gameplay footage. It's because they're relying on nostalgia value. They're like, let's just show them where we've made like 20 minutes worth of footage, you know? These are islands where Pokemon live. No shit. Oh, wow. There are... Those are interesting. Sorry, is this in 1080p? No. Okay, so they've got a new camera game. And we've got... Wait, not actual gameplay footage. Oh, so they have to put it down at the bottom. Under construction. So they've got Pokemon Unite, which is not done yet. Nobody knows when that's coming out. They have released Isle of Armor, which is an empty DLC with very little happening in it, apart from the Pokemon that got put behind a DLC paywall, where people were justifiably and fairly upset about that, because it was against expectations and the standard that Gamefreak have had in place for a very long time with their Pokemon releases. You've always been able to catch them all. And they said it wasn't, they said they couldn't do it in a game, but they fucking have, because they've put it in a DLC, and it's It's bullshit. Literally, they just wanted to make sure they got their yearly release. We didn't need Sword and Shield. You didn't need it. You could have just waited and done the whole fucking thing. Had all the new Pokemon. You just didn't need it. You're getting your Pokemon Go money. You don't need to have all of the money, Nintendo Pokemon, Game Freak. You don't. Literally just finish things like you used to. And then put them out and people will pay you money. But you're just crapping over people right now. You're behaving like you think you're entitled to praise despite the fact that your progress is underdeveloped. If that stuttering that was in that trailer for Pokemon Unite, or that gameplay, is present in Pokemon Unite on the Switch but not on mobile, that's gonna really make people upset. Because the Nintendo Switch is a more powerful, arguably a more powerful device than a cell phone. If it's not, Nintendo, why is it not more powerful than a cell phone? The answer is Tintin again. They focus primarily on mobile development because they know that's where the money is. And so Nintendo, Pokemon, not Nintendo. Nintendo's had nothing to do with this. Pokemon is just not good enough. Man, I'm disappointed. I have no issues with Pokemon Snap. I hope it's good. I have no issue with the concept of Pokemon Unite as a game, but I think that they're bullshitting people about it being innovative and a new experience because it just doesn't look like it. It just looks like a reskin, and there's a few sort of like structural differences, but aside from that, it's just the same game. I want to believe that Game Freak can get past this. You know, that they can get back to making games like they used to with Red and Blue and Gold and Silver. Even Alola, Sun and Moon was great. Even X and Y. I'm not like old school as in only the old school games are good. I love like Diamond and Pearl and Ruby and Sapphire. You know, I like all of those. And Black and White. Black and White and Black and White 2 are phenomenal. You had 20 years of amazing games, and then Sword and Shield, you kind of shit the bed. And this is what a lot of people I think are saying right now, but they don't. Maybe either they're saying it far more eloquently than I am, and I'm just repeating a lot of points that have already been made. And then there'll be other people who are saying it a hell of a lot worse, just because they're angry. And I gave you $50 for that DLC in Game Freak, and I'm disappointed by it. I feel like I've been pranked. I feel like this DLC was designed as a middle finger to the people that have supported your business for 20 years. And I think that I can completely understand why people are upset about this stuff with Tencent, because they just don't trust Game Freak anymore. They got a taste for Pokemon Go and mobile stuff, and since then, they've just shit the bed. So that's me done. I'm gonna edit this tomorrow. I know it'll probably be too late by the time I put it up, but it's because it's a long video, but I'm glad I made it, you know, because I miss making videos. I miss it a lot, and I haven't really known what to make a video about, but I think something like this is worth it. So thank you very much for watching. Stay cool. Stay safe. See you later. Spider Hands SP Art. Stay cool, shredders.